Greetings. Welcome to episode 4 of my new series titled St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, need an international airport to serve the three southwestern parishes of Jamaica. We will be discussing the above subject in today's presentation. First, I'm making a request for you to support this channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing today's video. Also, feel free to take part in discussions below. Today's topic is the tourism industry can get money into people's pockets more quickly than any other industry in Jamaica can do. Today's 4 main points for discussions are: 1. An airport would provide the employment opportunity for young men and women in St. Elizabeth and the southwestern parishes. 2. The hotel industry in St. Elizabeth will provide opportunity for school leavers to find work straight after they leave high school. 3. The Jamaican government need to get rid of the idea that people can travel halfway around the country to find work. That practice is inherited from our slave masters. And 4. The Chinese Harbor Engine Company need to have 4 divisions of machinery and equipment in Jamaica. They need to stay and work in each quarters of the country over the next 10 years. With a new international airport in St. Elizabeth, this would provide the young people in the parish and in the southwest of Jamaica with the opportunity to find employment and have a career at the airport. Young men in particular from the local communities could be trained to work at the airport with the various duties that involves in the operations and running of an airport. The HEART program would be able to train the young people for the various job opportunities that will arise, both from the new airport that will be built and the all-inclusive hotels that the government will be offering the franchises for. It is time that the government start developing the economy in a way that those who leave high school without high grades, or those who leave high school without any subjects, can have a second chance of getting on the jobs ladder after a few months training. This is the area that need the most urgent attention in Jamaica, in getting at least half of the 750,000 adults in Jamaica who are out of the workforce, to getting them into the formal economy. Should the government be able to get 300,000 people out of the 750,000 people into working in the formal economy, this would provide enough revenues for the government to start paying the teachers and the nurses a 10% wage increase every year for the next 10 years and beyond. This will hopefully stop some of the teachers and nurses leaving Jamaica for greener pastures. Hence, it is very crucial for the government to give urgent attention to putting the underclass in Jamaica to work, or else the government will not be able to keep the people who they are training to do the high-level jobs. They will all leave to the neighboring USA, Canada, and United Kingdom, etc. The hotel industry is a low-lying fruit that can provide jobs for young people when they leave high school instead of idling on the streets with nothing to do. The government needs to think seriously about developing the South Coast as a tourism destination in Jamaica. The Columbia Republic seems to be ahead of Jamaica over the past couple of decades, helped with the film Pirate of the Caribbean, where a lot of that movie was filmed. Recently, I have seen on the Caribbean Journal, I think, where it stated that some hoteliers in the Columbia Republic will be changing one of its adults only all-inclusive hotel, changing it into a family hotel resort. Jamaica likewise could consider offering some franchises for family-friendly all-inclusive resorts on the south coast of Jamaica. When young people are desperate and need something to do, the hotel industry will provide them with a good job opportunity. Some may only stay in the industry for 2 to 3 years while they find their footing in life to work out what they want to do or be in life. The communication skills and the interpersonal skills that young people will gain working in the large all-inclusive hotel setting over a 2 to 3 year period is immeasurable, especially for those who leave school without much educational attainment. This working life experience that the government will be exposing these young people to while they are working in the hotels is a crime fighting tool in itself, but it will be gaining tax revenues for the government instead of sucking taxpayers' money away from the government as it is doing in its current crime fighting efforts. The road networks in St. Elizabeth also need to be developed as well. As more and more visitors start visiting the local towns and villages, all the towns and villages will need the main road linked by proper road networks, some by dual carriageways, which is 4 lanes, others by single carriageway, which is 2 lanes, but all highways quality road. The reason why we need the airport before the local roads networks can be sorted out is because it is the money that the airport and the large all-inclusive hotels will be generating that will be used to solve the local road networks problems. The government just need to spend up to US $1 billion on the airport once. Then the airport will be generating US $1 billion every year for the next 10, 20, 30 years and beyond. It is the hoteliers that will be building the large all-inclusive hotels, not the government. The government just need to build the airport and everything else will fall in place. The road networks will need to be focused on over the next 10 years after the airport is being built and the hoteliers start operating the large all-inclusive hotels, etc. The China Harbor Engineering Company will need to have a division of equipment to stay in the area so that the local young men can be trained to work on the roads and be employed in that sector for the next 10 years. This idea of the government moving Czech from one parish to another parish to work, doing all the work that need to be done in one parish before moving on to the next parish, has lots of flaws in my opinion. For example, the government should not expect that the young people who are trained to work in one parish will be willing to leave their families to go and work in another parish halfway around the country because Czech is moving to another parish some distance away. There is no point training someone to work in one part of the country for 1 or 2 years, then all the road works move to another part of the country, several parishes away. The government should not expect workers to leave their families and travel all over the country to work. The government needs to keep families together, not sending families apart from each other like they used to do in the slavery days. People traveling all over the country to work is a recipe for broken families, broken homes, and children left without proper parenting. Absent parents, and especially absent fathers, is among the leading cause of youth becoming criminals all over the world, not just in Jamaica. The government need to develop social fiscal policies to strengthen Jamaican families and get rid of all policies that is against families staying together. As descendants of slaves, where we were not considered to be human beings equal to our slave masters, we need to free ourselves from all aspects of mental slavery by placing great emphasis on the family. Hence, the government is better off allowing a division of Czech to stay in each of the 4 quarters of Jamaica to train and use the young people who are working on the roads over a number of years instead of moving people around the country or training young people to work on the roads for 2 to 3 years, and after that there are no jobs for them to do, as Czech has moved on to another part of the country. Of course, both the government and Czech will know that master plan that they are working towards and how, where, and when the roads will link up, etc. However, to start everything off, St. Elizabeth, which is the joint largest parish in Jamaica, need an international airport. St. Anne's is less than 1 square kilometer larger than St. Elizabeth, or 0.0008% larger than St. Elizabeth. That is nothing, hence I call them equal in size for this presentation. More importantly, St. Elizabeth is larger than St. James and Hanover put together, and also larger than Kingston and St. Mary put together. The parish has great potential. The government need to put St. Bess to the test and watch the Jamaican economy turned around by the tourism activities on the southwest. Release St. Elizabeth and let the world experience all its goodness. Thanks for watching this video. To support this channel, please share and subscribe and leave your comments below. God bless you. God bless our Prime Minister. God bless the Jamaican Parliament. And God bless Jamaica. Until my next video, peace.